painters, your 340 level painters, welcome to class. Welcome to the fall 2020 semester. My name is Brian Frink. Art 340 is considered an intermediate class. So obviously you're between beginning and advanced. Some of you are in your first 340, others might be in your second 340. In our curriculum, it's a course that's designed to have the two levels to it. In the past, I've always kind of let everybody, because I'd just be working in the studio together with you, just kind of walk around talking, I could separate the 340 people in terms of how I relate to them from the 440 fairly easily. For this whole online experience, I'm separating out the 340 and 440 and grad students into separate D2L classes. I'm also probably going to be, I've got a few things in the works in terms of assignments and kind of more specific sort of directions that I'd like to guide you all in. So I'll be presenting those as well as the semester progresses. But first, you're going to be working on documenting your art. This is a critical part of the class. It's important that you learn to document your work well so that you can succeed, so that I can understand what you're trying to show me, what you're trying to make. So the very first assignment that I have here, and I've got a video on there and everything, you can kind of look through all that, is just you practicing taking photographs of your artwork. And you don't have to shoot your artwork, obviously, because a lot of you might not have made it yet. So I'm having you start with a piece of paper and just kind of some basic fundamental ideas on how to do this. We'll keep working on this as the semester progresses, and I won't be shy about telling you, hey, I don't see this, or there's a shadow that kind of messes up the image and stuff like that. So it's, again, important for me to communicate, for you to communicate to me what you're doing through through the visuals. So I can understand it. One of the weird things about shooting photos of your work, I think it's very common for people to sort of look at a photograph that they shoot and go, well, it looks fine to me. And you can say that because you know what the work looks like, but you have to understand that I won't be looking at your work. I'll only have the photographic documentation to critique you, to guide you, to grade you eventually. So it's real important that that documentation is clear. Most of you, I think, are working at home. We'll kind of work our way through that as the semester progresses. Some of you might be upstairs, and that's good. I may even try to get in for individual crits. I just don't know how that's going to go and if I'll be allowed to or whatever. So anyway, welcome to class. This is going to be a real interesting process. I hope to have a great exchange with you. Oh, the other thing about documenting your work, it's real important that we do the group critique process too. So that's all in the that Padlet program I have on D2L. So that's a place where you can drop your work into that, and then we can all kind of look at the work together. So there's that aspect. There's also the ePortfolio component of D2L that you'll be utilizing as well. So you'll be dropping those in if you want me to look at your work individually for critique. So it's kind of both the Padlet and then the ePortfolio. But for the assignment, this first assignment, the practice thing, you're going to be dropping the photograph you take into Padlet and then talking a little bit or writing a little bit about who you are so that we can all get to know each other a bit. So anyway, this will take about a week or so. It's going to be an adjustment, I know. One other question students always ask at the start of the semester is how much work is required for the class. I always say at least 6 paintings. But that just kind of depends on what you're doing, the style you work in, how diligent you are, your just sort of dedication. I mean, there's all kinds of intangibles that are involved in that, but I like to say about 6. Some people make more, others make less. People like Sam, he's up there, he's one of the advanced students, he makes a huge mess, and it's hard to even count how many paintings he's done. So anyway, enjoy the start, and I'll see you soon.